Signs of the Swarm are back with yet again another single. I believe this is single number 4 or 5 now that we are hearing off of this new album, To Rid Myself of Truth. They're actually releasing the title track here, To Rid Myself of Truth. Really dug the last couple of tracks that they've been releasing for this album, especially Scars Upon Scars. That track was so good in the fact that they brought in this like kind of refreshing sound into their sound and deathcore as a whole, with bringing in this new metal grungy kind of vibe to it. I love how they're kind of branching out and experimenting a little bit with that track. Loved it overall with how solidified that track was too. Definitely have been digging that as well, all around production for the singles so far. I've been really digging. Granted, like the singles prior to Scars Upon Scars were not as experimental or anything like that. Definitely more leaning towards the signature sound that we typically get from Signs of the Swarm. But you know what? Honestly, even if that is the only experimental track, I feel like this still might just be one of the best deathcore records of the year. Might make my list even. Who knows? For the top 10, but who knows? I am excited though to check out more Signs of the Swarm. So let's get into this. This is Signs of the Swarm with their brand new track, To Rid Myself of Truth. Let's get it. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Oh, okay. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, I hear that bass chugging away too. Ooh, okay. Loving the effect on the drums here. Oh, and the hit. Very unique for deathcore too. I love this. Ooh. Oh, come on, hit us hard. There you go. Oh, okay. This is slamming breakdown here. Woo. Really digging the like MySpace deathcore vibes on this one. Oh, okay. Almost like industrial metal guitars too. Yeah, that was definitely a very interesting one. Again, like Scars Upon Scars, they kind of experimented a little bit with this one. Out of like, I think the first 3 singles that they released for this album were not too experimental. There was like minor things that I could notice, but not really anything worth pointing out. Scars Upon Scars really brought in that, like I said, that new metal kind of grungy feeling to it into deathcore, which is very unique. And this one kind of reminded me so much of like the old MySpace deathcore era, you know, in terms of like how it's gonna come across negative. I know it is, but it's not. I swear. But it kind of reminds me of that era just because of how incohesive the track is compared to like the changes, like the tempo changes and everything, going from like a slower tempo to like picking it up a little bit during some parts, having some weird and wacky parts as well. You know, that was like a signature sound in the MySpace era of deathcore, and they really made it work here. Like a lot of bands, we look back now on those eras and think, what the hell were they thinking back then, kind of thing, right? But I see a lot of resurgence in these kind of bands, and it kind of makes you reappreciate that kind of sound as well. And I gotta say, like, the guitar tones on this one are a little bit different too, where it kind of sounds like more industrial metal sounding as well. So they're definitely toying around with sound still, which I greatly appreciate. I loved how effectively heavy but not too heavy it was as well. Definitely gives it this odd feeling. It's kind of off-putting in a sense, but it's like not jarring in that sense to like not make me not like the song. I really did dig the song. So it's kind of that like odd feeling where it just like gives you this weird sense of you know, desire to hear more, right? Like I kind of want to hear more of this sound just to see what else they can pull off, because like I said, the first couple of tracks were more of their signature sound, and then we have this one and Scars Upon Scars now kind of going out there and being a little bit weird and wacky with it. And I really dig that, how they're trying to adapt more sounds into their deathcore signature sound that they got going on. I don't know if this is like an idea for them to maybe play around with. Maybe this is considered a conceptual album to them. I don't know. Maybe this is just them toying around and see what they can get away with, what would work for future projects, you know, all that stuff. I mean, you can't blame bands for wanting to adapt. So definitely love that they are trying, and you know, love how they are really wanting to get out there and experiment. So I love that. Now, do I see myself liking this one more than Scars Upon Scars? No. I feel like Scars Upon Scars has a little bit more catchability to me, and it hooks me in a little bit more than this one, to be honest. But this is still a very solid track, and I'm still very excited to check out the album on August 22nd when it comes out, because, you know, especially hearing this track and the last track, I am definitely more curious than ever to hear what the rest of the record sounds like and what other sounds they're going to pull off on this record. This is definitely interesting to hear this from Sons of the Swarm, because they've been like digging in this rut of like the same kind of sound for years now, and it's kind of cool to see them kind of experiment a little bit and try out new sounds. So if it works, it works, and maybe they can continue this into the future. I kind of hope so, because they kind of pull it off here. So yeah, I'm gonna end the reaction here though. Definitely let me know what you all thought down below in the comment section. What do you think of the tracks that they've released thus far? Which one is your favorite? I think I have to go with Scars Upon Scars as my favorite, just with how unique it is. Yeah, with all that being said, though, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit that like button if you did enjoy. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. They'll be listed down below in the description. So that's about it. I've been Shinebox. Keep shining, everyone, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.